Hello everyone, we are here to present our project title Advanced Underwater Visual Perception Enhancement using UVP dataset, a comparative study of fix-to-fix cycle GAN and attention unit. Our project focuses on improving underwater images quality using deep learning models. I am Omkar and I will explain the introduction, motivation, problem statement and objective of our project. So first we discuss about introduction. Underwater images is very important in applications such as marine exploration, underwater robotics, environmental monitoring, and defense surveillance. However, underwater images usually suffer from several challenges like poor visibility, low contrast, color distortion, light scattering, and haze effect. So this problem occurs because water absorbs the scatter light differently compared to air. As depth increases, colors like red and orange disappear first, cause image to appear bluish and greenish. Because of this distortion, it becomes difficult for humans and computer vision system to correct analyze underwater scene. So next motivation. The motivation behind this work comes from the limitation of traditional enhancement method. Convention techniques such as histogram equalization or filtering method are not able to effect handle complex underwater distortion. Recent advancement in deep learning, especially GAN-based models and encoder-decoder architecture, have shown promising performance in image enhancement tasks. Therefore, we wanted to evaluate and compare three component model. First, pixel to pixel, cycle GAN, and attention unit. To identify which model performance best is restoring underwater image clarity, contrast, and structural details. Next, now we discuss about the problem statement. So the major problem is that existing underwater images enhancement method struggling with several color distortion, fail under different underwater conditions, and often lose important image details. Although deep learning approaches provide better results, there is still lack of proper comparative analysis between paired and unpaired learning models. Therefore, our project aims to develop a comparative framework that evaluates multiple deep learning models for reliable underwater image enhancement. So, the next objective. The objective of our project are to implement pixel to pixel cycle GAN and attention unit model using UVP dataset. Second, to analyze their ability to improve color correction, contrast, and visibility. Third, to evaluate the models using standard merits such as PSNR, SSIM, UIQM, and UCIQE. To compare, fourth, to compare paired and unpaired learning approaches. 5. To study the robustness and generalization ability of these models under different underwater conditions. So now I will hand over the presentation to Gaurav, who will explain the literature survey and proposed methodology.
Thank you, Omkar. I am Gaurav Lande and I will explain the literature review and research gap methodology and dataset used in our project. So let's go for literature review. We reviewed several research papers related to underwater image enhancement. Some important observations from previous work are CNN and GAN based methods improve contrast and texture restoration. Attention mechanism helped preserve important image regions. Traditional methods like dark channel prior or were fast but less accurate. Many studies focused only on specific dataset or specific underwater conditions. Research also highlighted issues such as the training instability, high computational cost, poor generalization, and lack of comparative evaluation also. So let's go for research gap. From the literature survey, we identify several research gaps. Firstly, many existing models struggle under underwater varying conditions. Second is some methods only work on paired dataset, reducing flexibility in real-world application. Third, many technologies fail to preserve fine image details. Finally, there is a limited comparative analysis between the different deep learning approaches on the standard benchmark dataset. To address this gap, our project compares pixel to pixel, cyclic GAN, and attention unit using the dataset. And the data processing is before training the model. Processing is performed. The processing step includes like image resizing and normalization of pixel values, basic color correction, noise reduction, and data augmentation. like flipping and rotation. This step involve data quality and help to model learn effectively. So let's go for the proposed methodology. Our methodology consists of 5 major stages. First is we collect the underwater images from EVP dataset. Second is processing is applied to standardize the images. Third is the 3 models are implemented and studied there, like pixel to pixel use for paired data, image to image translation. Cyclic GAN perform unpaired images translation using cyclic consistency, and attention unit focus on the preserving important image region. Fourth is evaluation metrics are calculated. Finally, enhanced image are generated and compared. So here is the dataset. We mainly use the EVAP dataset, which stand for Enhanced Underwater Visual Perception Dataset. It contains both paired underwater images and unpaired underwater images. The dataset includes the image captured under different lighting condition, water depth, and the turbidity levels. This diversity helps in evaluating the robustness of the model. Now I will hand over the presentation to Sahil, who will explain the evaluation matrix and result and conclusion and future scope of our project.
Thank you, Gaurav and Omkar. I am Sahil and I will be explaining the evaluation matrix, results and conclusion along with the future scope. To evaluate the model performance, we use several standard metrics. PSNR, which stands for Peak Signal to Noise Ratio. It measures image reconstruction quality, in which the higher values indicate better image clarity. The second one was SSIM, which stands for Structural Similarity Index. It measures similarity in structure and the brightness. The values are closer to 1, which indicate better quality. The third one was UIQM, which stands for Underwater Image Quality Measure, which evaluates underwater image sharpness and its colorfulness. The UCIQE, Underwater Color Image Quality Evaluation. It measures underwater color balance and its visibility. After training and testing the models on EUVP dataset, we obtained the following results. The attention unit achieved the best performance with PSNR of 18.5 decibels, SSIM of 0.75 and UIQM of 2.9. The cycle GAN achieved moderate performance, and pixel to pixel showed stable results but slightly lower enhancement quality. Overall, attention unit outperformed the other models because of its ability to preserve fine image details. Now the graphs show that all the models improved gradually during the training. However, attention unit consistently achieved higher PSNR, better SSIM and improved structural preservation. Cycle GAN provided flexibility for unpaired datasets but produced slightly inconsistent outputs. Pixel to pixel performed well on paired data but depended heavily on the dataset quality as well. To conclude, our project presented a comparative study of pixel to pixel, cycle GAN and attention unit for underwater image enhancement using the EUVP dataset. The model successfully improved the visibility, its contrast and the color correction. Among all models, attention unit produced the best overall performance by preserving structural details more effectively. This study helps us identify suitable models for better real-world underwater imaging applications. In the future work, we can use larger underwater datasets along with integration with transformer-based architectures. We can improve real-time processing and reduce the computational complexity. We can also apply the system to underwater video enhancement as well. The project can also support applications in marine biology, autonomous underwater vehicles, and ocean exploration. Finally, thank you everyone for listening to our presentation. We are ready to answer your questions. Please comment in the comment box.